Hey everybody, a mental health mountain man here. Today I wanted to just kind of start breaking down the science of the brain to help you understand kind of what's going on with your mind that's causing these traumas and everything else like that that you might be experiencing. First of all, I just wanted to point out that the brain is actually just trying to meet the whole brain is based on a neurochemical reward system. And any action we take and any emotion we feel is in an attempt to get a neurochemical need met. And that's it. So even things that are happening outside of our control, the way that we perceive them is what's creating these conflicts in our brain. And we're doing that in an attempt to get these neurochemical needs or these deficits met that we might be struggling with. And a trauma, for example, any trauma experience that you have and an emotion that is reoccurring in your brain and you keep playing the same event over and over again in your mind is once again just to try to meet a chemical deficit. And those thoughts or reoccurring thoughts and emotions play out in your mind because your brain is addicted to those chemical deficits in an attempt to get one of these neurochemicals met that you might not even see on a conscious level. So it happens subconsciously, but it's just your brain trying to meet a neurochemical deficit. And you're actually rewarding it by having those thoughts. Those addictive patterns and behaviors that you are currently struggling with are feeding that neurochemical deficit that you have. And so once you learn the science of the brain and start to understand which neurochemical it's trying to meet, whether it be dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, endorphins, or whatever, then you'll begin to recognize and understand how to meet those needs internally instead of relying on external things to give you those needs and meet those deficits. And it's a complicated thing to do until you learn the science of the brain and understand that that's what your brain is actually doing. So all those thoughts that you're having is your brain trying to predict how to meet that chemical need. And as we're doing that, a lot of the time it's detrimental to us and it's not something that we truly want. It's not the way that we want to go about it, but our brain does it in an attempt to basically meet that need, and that's it. And it knows that that's what you've done in the past, that's the way that you did it from early childhood, and so it continues replaying those same patterns and behaviors in your mind until it gets that chemical deficit met, and that's it. So when you start to learn how to understand your brain and realize the chemical deficit that it's trying to meet, then you can actually consciously choose to go internally and meet that same need rather than relying on external sources to meet that need for you. And then it starts to serve you rather than be a detriment to you, and it just makes it a lot more pleasant in life. So as I go over this information, I'm just going to keep sharing pointers like this about the science of the brain and just help you recognize what's going on neurologically within your mind and what your brain's trying to do. And once you understand the science of it, then you can start to heal yourself and let go of all those past traumas. And a lot of the time, you can even probably do it on your own without counseling, without medication. And I'm not saying that those things are bad if that's something that you need to use because you're in such a bad mind space that you feel like you can't do it without those things. But I also wanted to help you recognize that it is possible, and I truly believe that from the bottom of my heart, that it is possible that you can actually meet those needs yourself and not have to rely on anything outside of you to meet those needs. So today I just wanted to break that down a little bit and just let you guys know that the brain runs on a neurochemical reward system. And as I progress with my channel, I'm just going to share more helpful tips like these and share hunting tips soon. One of my next videos soon, I plan to go over like a gear review, kind of for beginners. The types of things that I pack in my hunting pack each year, what I take around with me, and just share what I use. And I'm not a person that actually uses all the expensive stuff. I don't have any sponsors. If anybody would like to sponsor me, that'd be great. But I just use whatever I need to get out there and attempt to hunt and do what I love. And obviously there's certain gear that you'd like to have, like rain gear and stuff like that, but it doesn't have to be expensive. You just need something to get you started. And so as I share my gear, you'll see that I have a bunch of just simplistic gear, just enough to really get me through and get me started. And I've been using it for years, and I don't really have anything that's really expensive, and I've gotten through just fine. So plan on seeing that in one of my upcoming videos, just a breakdown of my gear that I put in my pack that I take with me on my hunts. And keep working towards your mental health and try to just do things that allow you to love yourself and work through your personal struggles. And as I continue to share these tips on here, I hope that you can utilize some of the information that I give you and tie that in with the things that may be happening in your life, and you can start to work through and process those things and heal from them, and quit stacking other stuff on top of it, because it really starts to be very detrimental to us when we are holding on to something that causes some major trauma, and then we continue to stack more traumas on top of that, and our fight or flight just really kicks in, and then the body starts to break down and we start to get ill and basically just essentially start dying because we're in such a fight or flight state for so long. But I hope you guys will like and subscribe to my page and follow me, and I really plan on getting a lot of great information out there. I know that I'm early in my channel and I don't have a lot of videos posted currently, but I've got some great concepts to share and some great ideas that I've picked up over the years of my hunting, and I really hope that you'll choose to give me a follow and you can gain something from the information that I provide. So anyway, I just wanted to quickly share that all these mental health tips that I'm sharing on here, once again, I give full credit to Fulfill Life Yourself for the things that I share on my channel, because I went through the program myself and it's changed my life in just drastic ways I can't even begin to describe. Anybody that knows me knows the struggles that I had before and where I am now in comparison, and it's just night and day. And I'll share more of my stories along the way, but I hope you choose to follow me, and I am looking forward to the next videos that I post, and I hope that you take those tips and utilize them. Just know that everything I share here is my own perspective and opinion, and I'm not a medical professional, so just take that at your own risk, or whatever you choose to do with it is up to you. I'm not speaking for everyone. I'm just trying to give some insights on things that might help you work through your personal struggles and hopefully continue moving forward. All right, thanks. I hope you have a nice day.